Everybody, get up. Time for What the Podcast. Dale.
Nice.
Right?
Nice.
Miami,
Awesome.
spring break, much?
Awesome.
Should we go to Miami for spring break?
No.
Like, should we go to
Miami's
Hell
trying to get
no.
people to not go to Miami. for
That's what I'm
spring break.
saying. It's going to be like nice and empty.
Oh,
You think that's going to stop 'em?
everybody's going to not go now
Yeah.
No.
because of that?
I think people
We
are
should
encouraged
go.
now. They're going to go.
I
With
think I've been
conviction.
thinking about this. We should go to a cruise to Mexico.
Ugh, I would love to.
You did send us a reel, which is crazy, about how in Boston they celebrate the
The
dumping of
Boston
tea.
Tea Party, the anniversary of the Boston Tea Party.
didn't
Did you
know
see
that?
that?
Hold that
And
thought.
it's-
Welcome back to What the Podcast. I'm Ryan.
I'm John.
Together we are.
Ryan and John.
On the couch as always, Carrot Tafoya. Annie Scove Scoveman. The lovely, always fresh, never frozen. Let's get into it.
Okay.
They celebrate the Boston Tea Party like
Yeah.
St. Patty's Day.
Is it
They
called
go
the Boston
hard.
Tea Party, or is
Yeah.
it just called like we dump tea?
They literally
in the
dump
harbor?
tea.
Called the Boston Tea Party.
Now, I thought they were celebrating it hard this year because it was the
250th
250th.
anniversary.
They do it every year.
Every year they're doing
Yeah.
it?
So
I mean,
cool.
this year is probably way bigger.
So we gotta go to Chicago for the Rat Hole.
Yes,
And I
of
want to go to
course.
Chicago. It's on my bucket list to be on the boat one year of when they dye the river green.
Ugh.
How hard do you
help-
think it is to
I'll
get
s-
on that boat? It's probably
probably
a
hard.
long list.
Yeah,
You
well,
got to know a leprechaun.
You gotta know a leprechaun who knows.
It's
a
on my
leprechaun.
new bucket list is to be part of the team that dyes the river green.
New bucket list, huh?
It kind of feels like it's probably
yeah.
the same group of people every year, and you have to wait for somebody to like die
I
or
have to, like,
quit
sleep
or
my way in?
move. You know, what was that? What'd you say?
Sleep
Just
your way
saying,
in.
If I have to, I have to.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I wonder how many people you'd have to sleep with in order to get on the green
Probably just
dye
one.
Dye
boat.
boat.
Just
Probably
one.
one.
Just the
You'd ha-
captain,
you'd
huh?
you'd have to pretend to date one of them at least for like 6 months.
No.
Oh yeah, you'd have to like be my
Pretend to
girlfriend.
date.
You couldn't. No,
That'd
you
be
can't tell me you can just sleep
conspiracy.
your way onto that boat. You got to be like in a relationship.
Yeah,
with one
multiple
of those guys.
sleepings.
I think I think I could just promise to sleep with them and then just ghost them after,
You
and
think
I'd
you have
probably
that kind
be
of
done.
that kind of power?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
maybe you do. I don't know. We'll find out.
I guess we'll find out.
Next year, catch me on the boat.
And if you're on that boat next year,
That's gonna
I'll
be
be
wild.
floored.
would
I
be
will
so
lose
good.
my shit.
It would be
How
so-
crazy!
I
if
have to find
we
it
don't hear
now.
from Annie for like a week, and then we look on the news and she's there on the boat, like hi,
Yeah,
like
even
dumping
better,
a bucket
don't
into
tell
the
us
water.
and just have us like find out. Like,
Well,
through
I
social
watched
I
the
would
boat
love that.
this year. I watched clips of people like walking over the bridge and seeing them actively dyeing the river.
Awesome.
And it was like it's like power jets of this dye
Yeah.
that like come out of the bottom of the boat.
media. Cool.
Oh,
So-
no buckets.
No buckets.
No buckets.
Better idea. Why don't we just invest in a bunch of dye and dye something in San Diego green?
We'll immediately
Mission
get
Bay.
ticketed.
Mission
We
Bay.
make
Well,
our
we can handle
own.
the ticket. That's no problem.
Yeah,
make
I mean
our
that's the
own.
cost of doing business.
That's
Yeah,
not
the
do you
ticket.
think like Chicago came up with that of like, hey, you know what we should do? We should dye our river green, or like a bunch
bet
of
it was a
randoms
group
were
of
like,
guys
we're gonna
that-
dye the river green.
that did it, and then like, Chicago was like, we could either find these guys or we could make it a tradition. And they're like, we're gonna
make it a tradition.
Is there a single living organism in that river anymore, or they all just died after?
No, I bet it's,
Years
of
I bet it's
dying the
all
river.
like natural.
Yeah, I was gonna
dye.
say the dye's got to be like all natural. I would
Bullshit.
How lo- is it
Bullshit. That is a
still-
neon green.
Like, weeks later, is it still green? Like how long does
Totally.
it stay green?
Unless it's just like fast flowing.
What could we dye green here?
No,
Could
we
be
gotta.
the fountain at Balboa Park, the big one that squirts up.
Yeah, but it can't be green. Like they already do that. We have to make it like orange for Easter
Gingers?
or something.
Oh.
Yeah, like some other. We have to celebrate something else.
Okay, so not St. Patrick's Day.
It'll go under the radar on
I
St.
told
Patrick's
you the
Day.
dye it's not harmful. It doesn't have any harmful effects to wildlife and inhabitants.
Was that
Okay, but
was
yeah.
that story released by Big Dye Corporation?
Yeah.
Big Dye?
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's so
That's
funny
like-
is it was written by Big Dye. on here. It
Yeah.
says Big
duh.
Dye.
Duh.
Really weird.
Freaking
Capital
open
B,
your
capital
mind,
B.
John.
Like,
Obviously.
that's when they're like, yeah, no, Botox is good for you. It's good. It's actually it's good for you. It like
Paid for by Botox of America.
So do you think there are people like protesting this tradition then? Like if you think that it
I
actually
mean-
is harmful?
Yeah, all the people that it's harmful for died because they were living in the river and they were
Yeah,
fish
Big Dye
and
silence.
No, but
them.
there's got to be like PETA activists that go and say and like protest. You think there's an actual
but their
protest?
protest is they throw paint on people. So that's kind of like
non-toxic
you can't
paint.
like do both.
no, theirs is toxic.
Oh, theirs is okay for humans, of course.
Of course.
Not for animals.
I feel like in certain states
Like,
there's
dang
not a PETA presence.
Yeah, you think there's not a lot of PETA people out there?
No, well, in certain
They have
states,
bigger fish to fry in Chicago.
like we have PETA
That's
because we have SeaWorld, we have the zoo.
Six
Yeah.
Flags.
You know, that's what's so crazy. And I know we've talked about this, but I don't think we talked about it on the show. is that why don't people protest zoos more?
John,
We literally
you're not going to
did.
believe this. We had a whole conversation about this
It was a
right
TikTok
here
clip.
on the
Okay.
podcast.
It's
crazy.
because
And I
zoos.
think you brought it up.
It's because zoos are rehabilitating and
No,
what's it called?
that's what
That's
Big Zoo
bullcrap.
wants you to think. Zoos are just as bad as SeaWorld.
and helping animals that are going extinct.
Yeah, Big Zoo
No,
has a
Big
pretty
Zoo.
big
Doesn't
presence here, though.
Doesn't SeaWorld do that?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be crazy if we found out like Blackfish was promoted by,
By the
zoo?
zoo. It's the
It is.
political bias of the zoo.
Man. You know, 174 episodes, John, it's bound to happen once in a while.
No,
so.
yeah, 100%.
It's fine.
I think it happened recently though.
Yeah.
But you know what? We talk about multiple conversations all the time on the show. It
We
feels
do,
like
for sure.
We're rewinding.
Anything
every-
you want to dredge up?
No, I'm good. I
Something
did
about
my part. I talked about zoos.
Electric
so.
cars? Oh,
Who
yeah,
else
that's
is
true.
gonna do it?
That's true.
I
Annie?
hate electric cars. They're
I
getting
know.
worse.
I know. Go ahead.
They're
I-
not getting
Which
worse.
ones?
The Rivians,
Yeah, they're ugly.
ugly. There's that new. The
think all cars
Teslas
are
are
getting
still
ugly.
The
bad.
Cybertruck.
What?
The
Like, when's the
Cybertruck's
last
bad.
car you looked at and you're like, damn, that's sexy? Other than like
Like a
old-
new car?
Yeah,
Not a
Bronco.
single one.
The new Broncos.
None of the new
Nope.
cars look good.
I
None
like
of
the new
them.
Broncos.
Here's the problem is all the cool cars looked cool because they were like mostly aluminum, and when you crash, you would just like crumble up into a ball, and like that was it for you.
And you died.
Yeah, no reason James Dean had to die in a car crash. Like,
Yeah, true.
he was driving, this big metal spaceship.
Yeah.
Stupid.
I'm just saying, like, the argument that electric cars don't look like they don't look good is no new cars look good.
I don't think cars will ever look good again.
I like my car.
No, you can't look at your car and say like, "Oh my gosh, it's so cute." It's not cute.
I think it's cute.
I mean, it's
RAV4.
cute. It's cute, but it's not cool.
What's that mean?
There you go.
You know exactly what it means.
Exactly what that.
You ever seen like a 60s Mustang
Okay,
convertible?
well, yeah, that's different.
Driving down the
Yesterday
highway.
I saw a like 1980s
job.
Porsche.
Thank you.
I'm gonna say it wrong.
Porsche.
But it's like a
Just try
camera. Camara.
You talking about a Camaro?
No.
Camaros aren't Porsche.
No.
She said camera.
I know, but it was a Porsche.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me look it up.
But it was sick. I was like, that's a cool car. It
Totally
looked straight
cool.
out of a like badass 80s movie. I was like, damn, that's a vibe.
Porsche.
Ooh, I don't know. There's lots of Porsches that's subsets of Porsches that start with the C.
Yeah.
There's CAYMAN. How do you say that?
C-A-Y.
Cayman.
Cayman.
Sure.
Porsche Cayman. That's what
And
it was.
There's CARRERA. Carrera.
Carrera?
Carrera.
It was a Carrera.
Carrera.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't they have a Porsche Scion or something that was all electric?
Porsche's going
all-electric
down.
Have
Hell.
you seen the big electric Mustangs?
Yeah.
The new ones? They're nice, but they're not like.
I hate
Like
the
safe-
noise.
hold on.
Safety at what cost?
the
You know,
back
I
like
have a
noise?
question then.
Yeah.
If they released an electric car that looked like a classic Mustang
on
body,
site, I'd buy it. Yeah.
would you drive it?
Yeah.
I'd try it. I just think that
I
the
knew there was
engine's
gonna be
like
something
there's
there.
like I don't know.
There's
don't
mojo
feel
in
the
the engine.
power
I
of
get
the
that.
engine.
But like,
I also
Who cares?
hate the backup noise freaks me out. The like wah 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 wah.
You can't hear that inside the car though. Is that
What I hate about new
Yeah.
cars is the automatic engine shut off. Hate.
Oh, mine
Hate,
does
hate,
that.
hate,
I hate
hate.
it
Why?
too.
Why
Hate
oh
it.
yeah, I hate that too.
Because I have PTSD from my old car.
From breaking
That would
down.
actually just stop.
Oh,
What's crazy
why do
is
you
when
hate
I-
the automatic shut off?
I don't like it.
When I would drive up to stoplights and stop signs in my old car, and my whole car would go chicka chicka boom.
And
And
literally,
fully-
the engine would stop.
fully
Is that how auto
would
stop-
die.
is that how
That's what
auto
it
stop feels
feels.
like?
Yeah, you
every
go-
time.
Chicka, chicka, doo.
Yes.
Oh, every time.
And then when you press the gas to go, the car goes
It's like-
chicka chicka.
Yeah, it like shakes. And the worst is when you're not like paying attention to it.
guys.
And you like go to move, it like just
Hate.
shuts down, and then you like go to move forward. And it's like, "Toon,"
Hi,
and then
this is
shakes you
Stephanie
all up.
Rebecca
It's
Grooming. I'm just
horrible.
calling to let you know that Arthur will be ready to go in about
Hate.
20 more minutes. Thank you. Bye bye.
Hate.
Double hate.
You know what? Too much negativity in this world already.
Yeah, should we talk about that Hitler movie we saw?
He wasn't even in the movie.
I know, which good for them. He doesn't need any more publicity.
Didn't you know that Hitler died? Like got killed?
No,
He was in that one movie.
No, he
He
killed
got
himself in
got
IRL. He killed
No,
himself.
he got in that movie.
You're talking about Inglourious Bastards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is
Didn't
that
you
the
know
one
that?
where they're like,
Deep
if we
cut.
could rewrite history and have killed all the Nazis? Is that like, isn't that how it ends?
Yeah, Hitler got murdered in it.
murdered a Hitler.
Like
got
that old,
murdered.
like, if you could go back in
Awesome.
time and kill Hitler as a baby, would you do it? Yes or no?
Yes.
He's an
Listen,
innocent child.
you have to
Who cares?
you have to consider the butterfly effect. Like how many?
Yeah, there wasn't going to be Hitler. It's going to be somebody else.
Well, I
somebody
think
was
it's more
bound to
like
do it.
if Hitler dies, yeah, then does like super Hitler come, 5 years later and
Yeah.
then
That's
kill,
what I'm wondering.
12
yeah,
million
does
Jews?
Stalin really have his moment? Like
Yes.
Kill them all.
Do
as
we
a
live
baby.
in communist world?
Whoa. I wonder if the butterfly effect. I know that things change if you affect the past.
if
Yes.
I
But
could
does-
go back, Hitler would get into art school.
Okay.
Your turn.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Butterfly effect.
No, it's okay. The butterfly effect. I was gonna say that, like obviously things change because if you change something in the past, it changes like about a billion things. But I wonder if everything was bound to happen. It just changes the people who do it. Like the butterfly effect changes. Like that was bound to happen no matter what. And if you go back and you kill Hitler, but it was just somebody else that had like the similar path.
Hitler.
Let's talk predestination.
Did you guys ever see the Monty Python movie, The Life of Brian?
Never saw it.
Oh, come on. It's like this guy who's born in the at the exact same time as Jesus, who's born in the manger next to Jesus. And it's like
So
this idea
funny.
of he was supposed to be the Messiah.
Doesn't he get crucified at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
it's like a whole and there's like a whole
Hilarious.
song
So
on
it's
it.
like that movie we saw.
It's like that other movie we saw. Not Judas, the Black Messiah. What was that called? The Book of Clarence.
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 Yeah.
Too many movies, I say.
Too many
Outlaw
movies.
What's kind of
Movies.
interesting, Annie, is you don't like movies, but you talk a lot about movies you saw as a child. So when did you
Yeah.
stop liking movies?
You know what?
As a
We
child.
had this conversation
Puberty.
very briefly yesterday. I'm a rewatcher. I'll watch movies that I've seen.
Because
I
she
hate
because she
watching
knows
new-
the outcome.
yeah.
She knows the outcome.
It's like a control
It's a
thing.
predestination
Yeah, that's
thing.
right. We've gotten.
But
a
we
lot of
we
that.
we literally talked about this yesterday. You asked Ryan if he watches new TV, if he rewatches shows, and he said no. Like you both did. You were like,
Yeah,
no.
I kind of knew that about you guys, but I
Yeah.
don't know why.
That's
I
crazy
think-
to me.
I tried to rewatch Vampire Diaries, and I was like, it's not giving me
Now-
what I wanted the first time.
Here's
You guys are
what I will
chasing, like,
say.
a new feeling.
I watched Breaking Bad
Yeah.
all the way through, and then when I started dating Kara, we rewatched it together because Kara had never seen it, and that was like fresh eyes for me. Like it was like watching it again,
good.
which was awesome. I think that's the only way. Like if I'm watching it again with someone that hasn't seen it, I'm in, like for sure.
Rewatching shows that have celebrities who are old now, who've done many things to their faces, is just sad. Watching the beginning of Friends. Watching the beginning of Friends. And then to the end. Even the end of that series. You're like,
Yeah. Or like even Grey's Anatomy. Jordan's been watching Grey's Anatomy. And like the
both
girl who
have.
plays Izzy, like Katherine Heigl, right?
yes.
Sure.
Sick.
She's had so much work done, and it's
Yeah.
just like so sad to see her real face, her original face.
Okay, John, we were talking about this in the car on the way here.
Yeah,
Let me
nice.
lay this on you.
Nice.
When celebrities die and they've gotten a bunch of work done in their bodies
And anyone.
and they get buried, well, it's celebrities, right?
Mostly celebrity.
Yep.
Yeah.
And people that think they're celebrities.
Yes.
True. Word.
When they die, do their implants like not decay? Do they just like do we eventually have a bunch of coffins full of implants?
That's a good question. I mean, how long does it take for? I guess.
A body to decay.
No,
well,
I'm
but
saying-
if they've
I'm talking
been
about the implants, how long
embalmed,
would it take the
I guess
implants to
you
decay?
being embalmed is like one big implant, isn't it?
Kind of.
So that kind of kills the theory.
I wonder. You know what? I wonder if you embalm a body, if they take them out.
The implants.
It could
the
because
mortician?
it's bad for the environment.
But I mean, it's a
You can't take out filler. I mean, you could.
it's a separate
but,
environment.
like breast implants are silicone.
Yeah, and those will never decay for a million years, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, it looks like they do leave them in.
Okay.
They're often left in when the bodies are buried, and in cremation they obviously burn up.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I mean that's pretty normal.
They probably
But-
smell even worse.
Wow.
But did you see this is so morbid. I saw
Yeah.
a TikTok a while back where they, grandma died and they had her cremated and
Rip.
she had a hip replacement. Well, the metal doesn't.
Awesome.
burn.
Yeah.
And so the guy asked hey, cause he knew she had a hip, hey, can
That's
I
so
get the
crazy.
hip replacement back? And they're like, whatever. Yeah, sure. Whatever. And so they gave it to him and he turns it into a shifter knob in his car.
That's
And I thought,
awesome.
oh my gosh. so crazy.
I want that. I mean, they probably paid, a pretty penny for it.
Oh, 100%. I mean,
I'd probably turn it into like
I
the
guess
top of a
that's anyone
cane.
who has like screws in their body too.
So
top of a
cool.
cane is cool because it's
Like
like
a walking
hip
stick?
replacement. It's like hip. If your hip's jacked up,
Like
using
your
a
hip?
cane. And, that too.
Right.
I'm saying it just like kind of correlates.
I wonder if you have metal in your body and you know that, if you're like, yeah, I want to be buried with my metal.
How
Yeah.
crazy that like
Well, yeah, if you're
medicine
burying
is
your body, sure.
insane, man. Like somebody was like, oh yeah, all these old people, their freaking hips are going out when they're like 60, 70. Hey, what if we just like put a freaking metal
hip.
joint in there? And somebody was like, no, like that, your body will reject it. Like surely you'll lose your leg. And then somebody did it and then it worked. And now that's just like a thing that happens.
They're not like organ transplants. They're
You should
like,
get
what if we just
cremated.
take his organ and put it in him?
That's so
Like,
freaking wild, man.
And you don't even have to like, you can connect it in
Oh.
different ways and just push it in and it'll know where to go.
Yeah.
That was interesting. Jordan and I, because we're watching Grey's Anatomy, there's been a lot of instances just in the 7 seasons we've watched so far where people are like,
Oh my god.
their
How many
brain-
seasons of that show?
20
20,
something.
it's still going. It's still on TV.
It's still
Oh my
they're making new
God.
seasons.
Pass.
It's literally like a.
There's a
soap
lot of
opera.
instances where somebody they come out of surgery, they're brain dead, and then they have to like ask the family like, do you want to like donate their organs?
Yep.
Blah, blah, blah.
Uh-huh.
And now Jordan and I have had conversations like,
Do you want to donate
do you-
your
like,
organs?
like yeah. And I told her I was like, if I'm brain dead, and a doctor says like, there's nothing that you can do. I was like, take my organs because who cares? Like
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
if I'm not coming back, don't leave me there, and don't and the same for her. But that's pretty universal. I feel like.
We were having a conversation about this with my parents. My mom seemed to think that somebody had told her that if
A doctor.
you
A doctor told her this.
if you say I'm an organ donor, I'm going to donate all my organs if I pass away. If I'm,
Oh, they
you
don't
know,
try as hard.
No.
they don't.
No.
They won't use certain drugs, medicines to save your life because
They don't want to ruin
they
those
f
organs.
up your organs. Like
Oh, I
they
hadn't
won't
considered
risk
that.
liver
Yeah.
failure if you're an organ donor.
Like they won't put you on the highest dose of like ibuprofen because they're
I-
like,
I
oh,
kinda-
that's
stomach.
do you think like that those drugs are really gonna like intercede and make a marginal difference, or do you think they're
I
just like
get
That's
it.
what I said. I'm like,
I
if-
understand it if you're literally like, oh, next week I'm donating this organ and I need this big surgery. I get it if there's a span of time where it's like, oh, your
No.
organs need time
if I'm
to
gonna risk,
reheal.
if I'm gonna live on the other side of this, life-saving surgery, if I'm living with, dialysis or liver, I need a new liver or whatever. Like I need organs after that. It's like, who freaking cares? Like I'm done.
I wonder. Well, like you said, I wonder if these drugs have like any like do they make a huge difference, or is it like pain management like some of these drugs? You know what I'm saying? Like if it's like is it really going to make a difference? You know what I'm saying? What drug can they give
Well,
you
if
that's
you
just gonna,
need,
like, miraculously
if
heal
someone
you?
needs a 100% healthy liver, and you're the one giving the
No,
liver,
I'm saying what drug are
Can't
they going to
relate.
give you in this moment where you're
Right.
like recovering that's going to like miraculously change your outcome? Like
Yes.
if they don't give it to you because they want to save your organs and you're going to die anyways, it's just going to be more or
Right.
less painful.
Save
it's
the
probably
organs.
more
Save the
like
organs.
they're giving you ibuprofen instead of like
Well, that's what I'm saying. Who
I don't know.
cares?
something
Oxy.
morphine.
I had always heard that when I was getting my driver's license, somebody it was like, oh, don't get that because if you crash in a car crash and
They won't
paramedics
try.
show up, they're like, oh, organ donor. Like
That's
we won't
crazy.
touch him. I
That's
always heard
crazy.
that.
I've heard that too, but that's
It's like
nuts.
so bullshit, probably, right?
So you donate your organs, you probably will.
Oh, I'm an organ donor.
Me
I
too.
am
Have you
too.
guys had that conversation? Like what happens? I know you were young, so you probably
Yeah.
not.
We've
but-
had that conversation.
If I'm dead, take everything.
Freaking
Who
take
cares?
it all and throw the rest in
It's
the
gotta be
freaking
so
I'm already
hard.
being
garbage.
It's gotta be
cremated.
so hard to say either
Who
way.
cares?
You know what I'm saying?
It was so funny because Tanya was like, or who said, like, oh, but what if they like take your eyeballs and you want to have an open casket? And I was like, I am not having an open
No,
casket.
I said
So you
that.
want to open
Casket?
casket with your eyes open?
Open, yeah. They close your eyes anyway.
That's right. That is true.
I literally stuffed my
I
sockets
said
with,
that
like,
because it was
cotton.
like there were options like not an organ donor, like partial organ donor, and I was like, well, if you wanted to have like an open casket and maybe like they're not going to take your, I don't know,
By the way,
your
you should
nose.
get
What's
cremated.
crazy is
Yeah,
I
I'm
was on
all
the
about
phone
that.
with the organ donor people on behalf of our friend whose husband had passed away, and they were calling within the 24 hours because they're only viable for so long.
Oh man.
They called so much, and she was like, I just can't handle it. And so I took the call for her. They ask about 1 million questions.
Did he smoke? Did he
Did
drink?
he ever has he ever smoked in his life?
Have you ever
Even
been to Las
once?
Vegas?
Has he ever done
For
any sort of
lungs.
hard drugs? Has he ever done any absolutely anything? And I
Yeah.
was like, Probably. And I was like, I lied and told him that he was my dad. So I was like, he doesn't like. What was his
Dada.
sex life like? What was his? And I was like,
Fraud.
Oh my
You're like,
god. I was
frequent.
Like, I was like, I don't know. He was my dad. Why would he tell me that? Like,
Not that organ.
right? I was like, But it's crazy because they like.
I don't
and
think they do that.
It sucks because it's that kind of thing where it's like you have only the small window for them to really be able to like transfer him over. But it's like so awkward to like in the middle of grief. These are the questions they need answered.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
You never think about that. But my dad, my real dad, always told us that if he somehow died, to make sure we get all of the gold fillings out of his mouth before he's cremated.
Awesome.
He said, like, and he was always this
I
like
paid for it.
joke when I was a kid. He was like, if I die, go make sure you get all the fillings out, burn them down. It's worth some money.
Jeez.
By the way,
Okay, Dad.
reconstructive penis transplant surgery, totally a thing.
No,
I know,
HopkinsMedicine.org.
but from a dead person.
Sure.
Well, if
why
you
not?
need a penis, you need a penis, right? Well, I knew that from the
They're
Lorena
not dead.
Bobbitt
They're
case.
like they're usually brain dead. They're not like.
No, I'm
their body's
talking
not
about
decaying.
like the 24 hours after someone's died.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that.
yeah, sure. They can harvest it.
I don't want to know.
Well,
It's historical fiction.
Why would I need reconstructive penis?
well, have you ever heard of Lorena Bobbitt?
no.
Give it to us.
She was this case. It was this case, and I want to say like the 90s.
Okay, sorry. Just a quick asterisk. Since 2018, 4 patients have successfully received penis transplants from Johns Hopkins. So only 4. So it's not really a thing that
You're so
happens.
brave.
John-
Lorena Bobbitt cut off her husband's penis and threw it out the window.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where was
Are there
this?
pictures? Didn't we look up
Yeah,
pictures?
there's pictures
Oh.
of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching like a documentary on it. I was like, and I called my dad and I was like, have you ever heard that? He goes, every man who lived at that time knew of Lorena Bobbitt. But they reattached it.
That's right. We have talked about this.
Crazy.
Annie's doing her
It's
part
like a
this
finger,
week.
right?
Good job.
Yeah,
You,
it's
like,
like a
put it
thing-
in
like-
milk?
Start
Yeah,
calling
they're
out.
like,
We see
they're
it.
like, put it on ice. We'll get it back on. That's wild. Ugh.
Ugh. I hate the whole thing that's like if you cut off a piece of your body that you're not supposed to put it on ice, you're supposed to put it in milk.
For the calcium.
You're talking about
So
Carrie, you're
weird.
talking about teeth.
Teeth.
That's teeth.
Isn't that fingers too?
Nope.
Are you sure?
I'm
Bag of fingers.
I'm
and
almost
milk.
100%
Pretty sure
sure.
it's fingers too.
Milk.
I would make sense
finger
with,
in the
like,
milk,
bone.
Kara. It's
if it's
teeth.
bone.
It's if you lose a tooth, you put it in milk. If you lose a finger, yeah, put it on ice. I guess you got to keep it cold.
It says for teeth, milk not necessary.
Okay, so
Maybe
don't
it's
put
an
anything.
Old wives' tale.
Hey, look, cut to my camera here. If you lose any part of your body, don't stick it in milk immediately.
Oh my! This is the
2%.
weirdest thing on CNN.
Whole
What
milk.
to do when body parts fall off? Number 1, fingers and toes. Keep cold, not icy.
Okay.
Teeth.
You don't want it frosted.
It says teeth, milk not necessary. Eyeballs, don't push back in.
Oh,
If you
I don't-
if you lose
okay.
your eyeball,
we have to move on from this. I can't. It's way too early in the morning for this
if
conversation.
this says for fingers, you're supposed to put it in a moist gauze and put it in a watertight bag, so not ice.
It says don't put. Do you put severed fingers in milk? No, that's for teeth.
Dang it!
I wrote that. I just texted you that.
Just typed it out.
Ryan just submitted that to Google.
That's so good. No, that's for teeth.
No, that's for teeth. That's
Wow.
really funny.
Have you guys ever knocked a tooth out?
Never.
No.
Not true.
This
Not
is-
not an adult tooth.
I
This
knocked
is
someone
another
else's tooth out.
thing-
Well, not me on purpose.
You better freaking check yourself, Annie.
Jeez, that's like my deepest fear is having someone knock my teeth out. That's why. First of all, we just have to stop on that. Whose tooth did you knock out?
I was in cheer practice, and there was a girl who
Being
had
a dumb
just
bitch.
she had well,
Doctor.
she had just gotten her braces off, so her teeth were like nice and clean and
You were-
perfect.
And she was bragging about
And
him.
I was the back bass doing a stunt, and she was the side bass. And the flyer, when we
not
threw
after
her
the
up and we
braces.
caught her, her elbow, the flyer went right into this girl's mouth, and it pushed her teeth back. 'Cause they were perfectly like just braces off. Your teeth are still kind of getting into place, and fully elbowed it, so they went like this
That's
to
brutal.
this.
Trigger warning.
Yeah, isn't
Tooth
that crazy?
Stuff.
That is
Was there blood?
terrifying.
There was a
probably
little bit of blood.
a lot of blood.
The crazy thing
She
is
pushed
my
her back.
coach was like, "Okay, I'm gonna call your mom." The mom comes running in, yelling at all of us, being like, "Why didn't you
was
call
it?
911?"
Who was it?
Yeah, pretty
I'll
much.
kill ya.
And my coach was like, you don't call 911 for teeth. You take her to the orthodontist right now.
God.
It was bad.
That's
And then
wild.
practice was over.
Poor thing. She just got her braces off.
Yeah, we didn't like her, so karma.
Okay, I think I'm putting the real story together.
Kara's like, we didn't like her. We
So
saw
we
she
gave her
had
a
done
knuckle
these new
sandwich. Welcome back to Cheer, bitch. Kara socked her in the mouth.
No way.
So wild.
No
Crazy.
Kara's like,
I'm gonna
no, but
bleep
I
that
knocked some other
just because I
bitches'
think it'll be
teeth out.
funny.
Yeah.
He'd be like, welcome back to cheer.
Wow, that's wild.
Yeah.
That's
Oh my
hilarious.
gosh. My next question was gonna be
I don't even remember what you're talking about.
veneers.
Okay.
Do you think like what?
Ugly?
Obviously,
Yes.
if you like cremate them, but like our veneers, what are they're like made up with the same stuff that like a cavity filling is, right?
Okay,
It's
they
like
don't-
It's
porcelain.
bonding.
They don't just throw you in the fire. Like, they'll probably check you out first.
They'll probably take
I
all your
imagine there's
teeth
some
out.
kind of procedure to cremation. It's not just like
Do they take teeth
Veneers?
out for cremation?
No.
No, they just
No,
burn
they
them
don't take teeth
bad
out.
boys up.
I feel like we're overthinking it. I feel like they just throw that whole dang thing in the fire.
Yeah,
and just
I think
call it
honestly,
a day.
if they throw some
way.
trash in there too. They're like, I don't feel like walking to the
crazy.
dumpster.
They're like
Oh,
eating lunch.
God.
Like, oh,
you're like drinking a coffee cup and it's like,
bubbles up.
Throw
that's so messed up. That's crazy.
It's gonna turn to
They're not
ash
doing
anyway.
that.
They'll never know.
Hey, if you work at a crematorium, leave a comment
Call us.
below.
I wonder if for old people,
Yeah.
they do like take out their dentures. If they were like expensive
That's
dentures.
what I'm saying. There's got to be a procedure.
I don't know.
But dentures are custom.
Is there like a
right?
used denture program?
Okay. This show is so toxic, man.
What, you want a discount? You want to get
You
the
know?
used model?
Do you guys think we're gonna need dentures?
No.
With how my mom's teeth are, no. With how my dad's teeth are,
Yes.
maybe.
I feel like
Depends
dentistry's
on how
come
well
so
you
long.
take care of your teeth. I feel.
You know how
No,
like
it's you can have degeneration in your teeth.
you know how male
based
baldness
on
is like
family.
from your mother's father's side or something?
Yes.
What is teeth?
Oh,
Yeah, look it up. If it's from your father's side, I'm screwed.
I have my dad's teeth. My dad has super soft teeth, and I have super soft
Yeah.
teeth too.
I don't know whose teeth I have.
I
I just
you
have
guys ever
big
had
ass
cavities?
two front teeth.
Oh, I fully had cavities all over my mouth.
I have had cavities filled on every one of my molars. I
Oh,
probably have
adult
like
molars.
yeah, all of them.
Wow, you don't brush your teeth?
Well, I just have soft
That's
teeth.
why. That's
One a
why I
week.
think I have my mom's teeth.
I have like 3
Is
cavities right
because
now.
I never had any cavities until like 4 years ago. I had
Mm.
one, and my dentist was like, "It's time."
Okay, see this is a little bit of like toothspiracy, a little bit.
Okay.
But just go with me on this.
Cavities.
Cavities. I haven't been to the dentist in a while, unfortunately.
Yeah, your teeth don't hurt,
But my teeth don't hurt.
which means you don't have a
I
cavity.
guarantee if I go to the dentist right now, they're gonna and I do X-rays and stuff, they're
50
like,
cavities.
"Yep, you got cavities."
Okay, so
well, it
here's the
depends on
thing.
how bad your cavity is.
I've been to a couple of those janky dentists.
Teethspiracy.
We went to a dentist who I will not name for a long time. Family friend went to him. Our whole family went to him. And
Dr.
then we-
Incisor.
Then we started going to another dentist because I think he didn't take our insurance anymore or something. Find out he was like upcharging us, making us get all this stuff that we didn't need.
Was he private?
Yeah, but he was like a family. Our whole my whole extended family went to him, only to find
upcharge?
out that he was a shyster.
Not much.
Dang.
What's up
Like-
with you?
Oh my gosh. And then I went to a dentist in Hawaii who was really janky and put my crown in, put it in wrong.
Ouch.
Yeah, super
stuck it in
bad.
there.
And then I finally went to a good dentist and they were like, wow, you've had some pretty messed up dental work done. I'm like, haha.
What you got over
Yeah.
there?
For
John?
teeth, it's only partially genetic. It turns out, but it looks like
Sure.
it depends on. They don't have like a direct line. It can come from mom or dad, but they say that it's strongly influenced by like whatever your lips look like. If your lips look like your parents, it typically means your teeth are like whichever parent it is. So it doesn't have there's not like a direct connection.
My dad has
I-
tiny lips,
Lip
so
connection. Connect lip connection.
And it only really influences the shape of your teeth. So if your teeth are crooked or jagged, it doesn't actually affect gum health or things like that. Is what it's saying.
Did you guys all have braces?
no.
Yeah.
You didn't have braces?
No. That's
you?
why I think I have my mom's teeth. My dad's teeth are jacked.
You didn't have what?
Good
My bottom
teeth.
teeth
That's
are the only ones that aren't
wild.
like straight.
No, Kara, those
But-
are straight.
Not my bottom teeth.
I did the
Yes.
whole
Not like-
gambit.
She's
Sure, I
gassing-
had
she's
braces
gassing
and
her
look
up
at my
again.
bottom teeth.
One of those episodes.
You don't wear your retainer.
I love it.
I couldn't wear my retainer because my wisdom teeth came in,
Ouch.
and then they were like, "Don't wear it for a year," and I was like 17. I was like, "Yeah, I won't. I'll wear it." Right
And you didn't
when-
wear it ever.
Yeah, and then there goes that, and
I had
never fit
the
again.
I had the expander on my top roof of my mouth that I had to crank every night.
That's
rough.
awful.
Yeah, it was.
John, you have a permanent retainer, don't you?
Yeah, my bottom row teeth.
You gotta get that taken
yeah,
out.
you got to rip that thing out, bro.
Why?
It's
It's
so
not.
freeing.
It's not supposed to be permanent. It's.
I got mine taken.
permanent.
I had
Why
one.
would they put it in then?
You're supposed to have it
I-
taken out.
Yeah,
Why would they call it a permanent retainer?
because they want your money,
I haven't been
man.
back to take. I haven't been. As
Get
long,
back
I'm not
over-
getting maintenance on it. They're
Bro,
not taking my money.
go to the orthodontist.
So I'm going to pay
you
to
still
go to
have
the
insurance.
orthodontist to get it taken
You
out.
still got insurance,
Yeah, but I'm going to pay to go to the orthodontist to get it taken out when I can just leave it.
bro. It is so uncomfortable. Are you kidding me? The little
It doesn't bother
You have
me
the
at
metal
all.
bar with, and it's got little glue dots on them, right?
Yeah. I don't even realize it's there.
I can't look. You don't know what you don't know. Okay, Jen. I can't tell you how my quality of life improved when I got my freaking permanent retainer
I
taken
believe
out.
you.
Connor, when we started going to our newer
Well,
dentist,
you don't know.
He
You don't
literally
know,
looked at
so
Connor's
that's
teeth
fine.
and we're like, we need to take that out. And Connor
Look.
was like, but it's a permanent
don't know.
retainer.
It's like
And he was
trying to
"No."
describe colors to somebody that's not like I can't describe to you how
It was
freaking
annoying, but
ecstasy feels,
Here's,
but-
here's what I'll say: you were clearly bothered by it.
Yeah.
I constantly forget I even have it. It doesn't even register.
Let me
for
ask you something. How often is the tip of your tongue just like wrecked?
Never.
Always.
It really is never. I don't even know I have it. I go weeks without even realizing.
The
I
thing
have it.
about
That's
the permanent
nuts.
retainer is it can, over time, it can slowly actually go into your actual teeth and like,
That's awesome.
Is that true?
and what's it called?
Bionic man.
That can't be real.
Disintegrate.
Sounds like
Disintegrate your teeth, or
Like slowly go
Sounds
into
like
the back
a-
of them.
a permanent retainer apologist over here. No, man, that's cool. Actually, I'm into it. All right, Annie's cooking up something over there. What you got?
I started looking up Invisalign. Fix my teeth.
You got one of those permanent retainers too?
No, they wouldn't
You
put it
had
on 'cause
braces, though.
Yeah, I know, but my teeth got jacked up when my wisdom teeth came in.
That's right. She did say
Couldn't wear
that
my
Blame it on the wisdom
retainers.
teeth,
10 seconds ago.
Blame it on the
And they
wisdom
didn't, and they wouldn't put a permanent retainer in because I hadn't gotten my wisdom teeth taken out. So
You still got them?
expensive.
You got them out now.
I have them out now. They came in, and I remember I knew they were coming in because I used to wear my retainers every night,
Awesome.
and I woke up from the pain of my teeth being like squished,
Pushing into them.
and I tried to get my retainer off, and my retainer was stuck because my teeth were getting pushed by my wisdom teeth, and I granted, don't do this, kids. I took a screwdriver to it to
do
like
this, kids.
pry it off.
Awesome. Was it a little
horrible.
rusty?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of cheap options. It looks like there's a Byte.com that will do it for $17 a month for like the course of 2 years.
With insurance.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
But
How
I
do you know that?
Annie's got
It's
that.
most of those are with insurance. Without
necessarily
insurance, it's like
true.
$100 a month.
but it's still not that bad.
Annie has insurance.
Straight teeth. I do have
I
insurance.
never felt the pain of my wisdom teeth.
For a wee bit
I just
longer.
had like my dental cleaning and
you
like
don't.
X-rays.
I signed up for insurance,
signed up
John.
for insurance. Okay.
I
There you
got
go.
myself
That's what I was waiting
insurance.
for. I was waiting
Dental,
for that.
Awesome.
dental insurance.
Yeah,
Oh,
Dientes.
I don't have dental insurance.
I have bad teeth, guys. Remember, I had to
Wow.
get that dental insurance.
That sucks.
That's right. That wisdom teeth story you told us. That's right.
No, her
Thanks a
crowns
lot,
fall
Jim.
out.
Yeah.
Remember?
From earlier when she told us.
No, it happened a couple months ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
Historical fiction podcast. Okay, Kara. We get some of the facts right. Okay.
Yeah. Would you ever get a nose job?
I like
No.
my nose. No. I'd get a boob job.
You don't like your boobs?
I'd get, this is a deep cut. There was this time, and it was called Bridal Plasty, and it was a TV show of a bunch of girls who
Brides?
were engaged competing for plastic
Yes.
surgery before
Yes.
their wedding day.
I remember that.
And I would do it.
I remember that.
Little
Dang.
lipo here, little tummy tuck here.
I'd get my nipples removed.
You should just
Can
get
you
them
see
shaved
'em a
down a
lot?
little bit.
Oh,
see him in every
what?
shirt.
Shaved. Every shirt I wear for
Shave down? That's crazy.
His nipples are always just
You
hard.
can't shave them down. There's
that's
no
not
way.
and it's not like because I'm turned on or anything or
No.
it's cold. They're
They're
just
always like that.
out. Yeah,
Always.
Really?
Unfortunately. Don't act like you don't notice.
I honestly, right?
I've never
John-
never noticed your
I've,
nipples.
I've seen you checking me out, John.
I've never noticed your nipples.
I know
can
you guys
honestly
have been
say
trying for kids, so the two of you.
Annie over at lunch yesterday, deadpan. She goes, "Are you guys trying for kids?" I go, "No, me and John are just messing
Without
around.
me?
We're just messing around.
Oh.
We're brave.
Is that a thing you can do?
I
Shave
hope
down your
so. I
nipples?
sure hope.
I don't know. Probably not.
I feel
No,
now there's
you
a Kim
cannot.
Kim Kardashian Skims came out with a bra that has a fake nipple
Yeah,
on it
yeah, it
because now
does.
like hard nipples are in.
yeah.
So you're in.
That bra
Okay,
is
wait a
crazy.
minute.
You're in.
That's
bro.
good news for me.
You are in, man.
I hate it, man.
I always
I hate it so much.
I think were we at Galentine's when we were talking about this? But
Yeah.
it came out and I was
Talking
like,
about your nips.
what would be so
Yeah.
disappointing is if like you're like messing around with the guy and he thinks your nipples are up here and you like take the bra off and they're
You're
like
down
way
here.
lower.
Damn.
It's like false advertising.
Wow. So that's Galentine's Day. How you just sit around talking about your nipples?
Well, it's like fake
Yeah.
nipples.
Fake.
It's the bra
Oh,
nipples.
you're talking about they think that it's up here because of the
Yes.
shirt.
because of the shirt, and then they come off and they're like,
I thought you just meant like he just didn't know where nipples
No.
were.
no. Well,
Your
that
nipples
too.
are where your ears are.
I'm sorry. What?
You go from your earlobes. You go from your earlobes.
Yeah, this is a
And
classic
you do a
episode.
straight line and you hit your
like
nipple.
I wish they were by my ears.
Yes, they are. Well, no, you went in. You went in a lot.
Yours
He
are-
went out for his nipples. Kara,
That's
Yeah.
not real.
I
That's
feel
not
like
real.
that's
Yes, it is.
That's a Kara-ism 1,000%. Where Kara's like, yep, your ears are where your nipples are.
It is.
For Kara, that is a true statement. so what?
Every person I've met who's done that it's true.
I've never like measured. I've never like lined it up. or
Don't lie.
anything.
Yes, you have.
No.
You had a lot of free time when you guys first started dating.
How much time or how much in between nipples? How many inches?
How many inches
Okay,
of nipples
Can we play
are?
trivia now?
Let's hear it.
No.
No.
Is it true?
Go, John.
Dear God. It's true, isn't it?
No. I'm still looking.
I'm pretty sure
You're brave.
you can shrink down like your areola size.
Bro, yeah.
I mean, I guess it is because it's saying that your earlobes are the same distance apart as your nipples. So technically, yes, it's true.
Okay.
Same distance apart.
Good to
That's
go.
so crazy, Kara.
But that's okay. I guess
True.
that's true. I guess it's
That's
true.
like 1 out of 10, though. I'm
That's
just gonna
so
say.
awesome.
Listen, wait. You guys like bag on me for knowing random shit. Why the hell does Kara know that?
I'll try to spin it.
I don't
Where,
know.
Kara
where did
pulled
you
out
learn
a
that?
completely
I don't
true
know.
fact, and
But Kara,
The
those are
nipple
facts
length
Kara has.
deniers.
It's like,
Probably sometime in like college or something.
it just
High
stuck
school.
with you.
I don't know.
It probably was in that freaking American Girl book.
Oh God! Imagine that
puberty
being a
book.
fact.
moments before that girl came in cheer that day, you're just standing around talking about like the length of your nipples.
No,
That's why they punched her.
I
was
She
a
said,
freshman.
"You guys know." You can imagine what, John?
No, I'm letting it go.
Uh-oh.
Kara gets it. 1 for Kara.
thank you.
Dang.
Okay, I'm gonna hit you with a good old fashioned. Would you rather?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Would you rather have nipples
Great.
long
I
enough
have
to go
nipples,
down to
okay.
the floor?
Hard
Oh.
nipples.
Would you rather have nipples long enough to go down to the floor,
literally best.
or every single day your toenails grow 1 inch?
Oh,
I'd take the
Toenails.
toenails.
I take the
Definitely toenails.
Toenails.
Cut
You
those
can
suckers
manage
off
that.
every
Nipples
You
day.
can't
to the
manage the
floor,
nipples.
Ryan. That's
Nipples
insane.
to the floor. You could like tie
It's
them
not
up.
even, that's
You
not-
make it.
By the way, it's not even
I
like
hate
a
this.
fair comparison.
You
I
make
Okay,
it your
okay.
morning routine.
Okay, nipples to the floor,
No,
or
no, stop.
or-
Choose a different thing.
okay, no.
Ugh.
No.
This
we're
is
not
my
doing
would you
that.
rather. Would you rather have nipples long enough to go down to the floor,
It's so gross.
or once a day you poop your pants?
It's tough.
I'd wear a diaper. I'd poop my pants every day. I don't care.
That
True.
sounds like it's already happening.
She goes, I keep
She goes-
a diaper in my car.
she goes,
one
"I'll
in
just
my
keep the
purse,
diaper on."
And I wear one.
I'd poop my pants
That's
every
true. Once a day. Can I time it out, or
No,
is it
No,
random?
no,
can't.
it's random.
Very
It's
random.
random.
It's incredibly random.
But I mean, it's like getting your period, right? Like you feel it happen, and then
happens
you just
once.
excuse
How
yourself. to the
skinny are these
bathroom.
nipples
No,
to the
no,
floor?
you don't.
They're-
you don't get
they're-
a warning either. It just happens. It's instant.
It's like
The
getting
girth
your
of your
period.
nipple is the same as it is now, but it's just long.
Oh, so it's kind of like okay.
It's
Well,
like
that
tubes.
seems
I
manageable.
Tubes
feel
going
like
down
I
to the
could
floor.
spin it like a cinnamon roll. And
That's what I'm
stick it
saying.
in a
Like maybe
bra.
like you tie it up.
Disgusting.
I would poop once a day. That's ridiculous.
I'm gonna
Poop your
throw up.
pants
That
once a
is
day?
So gross.
It's
I-
the best thing.
God.
The idea of twirling my nipple around.
Guys, this is bad podcast.
No, it's really good podcasting.
Bad podcasting.
Guys, leave a comment below. Would you rather
I'd like
have
to thank our Patreon.
nipples long enough to go down to the floor or poop your pants once a day?
God.
I feel like that's a pretty good would you rather. Like, it kind of goes either way for me.
Can I
hate-
take supplements to stop my pooping?
no,
Kara,
that's
there
not
is
what-
no way
it's like
around it.
getting your
Every
period.
day, once a day, you're pooping your pants.
I feel like I almost have to poop my pants every day.
And that's
Okay,
on dairy.
That's on no,
that's Kara
not
on
even
dairy. That's Kara, whatever.
So when do we get to go
On
to
irritable
Costco?
bowel syndrome. Yeah, I could go for a hot dog right now. I need to restock on Fairlife.
It's not even noon.
Protein shakes.
Yeah, it is. It's noon in my heart.
Fairlife, sponsor us.
Fair life.
We want to thank our current sponsors, Patreon. Guys, for $4 a month, you can support all the shenanigans here at What the Podcast.
And play Would You Rather.
Yeah, maybe we'll give another Would You Rather for the post show. Got some good stuff on there, linked below.
Would you rather your nipples be I'll go all the way to the floor? Or
John, final ruling. Would you go nipples or poop your pants?
oh, that's a good question. I guess I never answered. I'd poop my pants because I feel like the nipple thing is just weird. It would be just so inconvenient.
I'll cut them off.
And talk about body dysmorphia, like knowing
You-
that
you
your
can't cut
nipples
'em
are
off.
bad.
You
That's
could
part of
whip
the rules.
someone
You
with
can't
your
cut 'em off.
nipples.
No, Kara,
You can't cut
Kara.
them off.
you
They're
don't
nipples.
win Would You Rather. There's no way around the thing.
What if?
You can't cut them off. And you
No,
can't wrap them up.
we're going to the post show. We gotta. God.
We'll hash it out over
Use
there
them as a
at the
weapon.
post
Nobody
show.
knows they're your nipples.
You could put little like
Nipple
knives on the end of it. And then
Oh, stop.
There's piercings on the end of them.
oh, yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that. That's so good. On the couch as always. Kara Tafoya, Eddie the Scove Scoveman. I'm Ryan.
I'm John.
We'll see you next week on What the Podcast.
It's not me. I
guys
won't be
didn't
here
say
next
it.
week.
That is so
Yeah, I'm
frustrating when
not-
somebody just tries to win. Would you rather? They go, oh,
Kara.
I'll just.
Kara's like, can I cut them off?
I know when I'm gonna poop, so I'll just run to the bathroom. It's like, no. That's
You poop in your pants.
oh.
I'd get my nipples pierced.
We almost got through the episode without complete nonsense, and well, it happens.